world, everybody outside of the YouTube world. It is I, your conquistador Javier, and welcome to Silver Age Sunday, where the conquistadorks hang out and we keep the tradition alive of Silver Age Sunday. With me on the mightiest panel of them all, I have Hialeah Comic Bro. What's going on, man?
Hello, everybody. What's up, Javi? What's up, Jeff? Glad to be here, man.
Yeah, man. Happy for you to be here, man. And as well, Jeff Comic 813. What's going on?
What's up, guys?
How's it going, man? I heard that you had a hunting session yesterday with Mr. Steve Whiting himself.
The master.
Yeah, pretty much the master. I only got one book, $5, Dawn, from Joseph Michael Linsner's run of Dawn. So that's all I mostly got.
Man, I could have used that for the headlights.
Right? Yeah, man.
I could have used that for the headlights.
A fire.
If you need it, man, I got a whole box full of the headlight stuff, man.
Yeah, yeah, you would have probably been really good for that competition, for that topic.
Next slapdown, man, because I got slabs too. You guys haven't seen yet either, so
I can't wait to see it, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man. So yeah, that's a awesome cover. That's like what, an indie from the 90s?
indie from early 90s.
I actually picked up a cover by myself from the early 90s, mid 90s. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the character She. I think that's how you pronounce it. SHI.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, she's like the geisha ninja chick.
Yeah, Billy Tucci created her.
Right. So I've been looking at some stuff on eBay, and I just went ahead and pulled the gun. I've been looking at some slabs, and
oh damn!
Yeah,
it was
put it on you, Javi. I want to get a good look at that.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Everybody in the chat.
That is nice.
Yeah. It was advertised as a 9.8 when I went to go and buy it. But I guess it came back as a 9.6. I'm still happy with it.
For sure, dude.
This is a virgin cover. It's solely a cover by. I'm not super familiar with the character, but after Tampa Bay Comic-Con, I got a little bit of an itch, and right, I wanted to keep the celebration rolling, and I went ahead and pulled the trigger on this little slab.
That's gorgeous, bro. That is beautiful. It kind of reminds me of kind of like 80s art.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Super badass.
This is
what's the back? So the back is what's on the back?
Oh yeah, her other
that's nice too. That's Cerebus.
Yeah, she crosses over a lot with everybody too.
Dude, that's a nice book, man.
Yeah, man. For under $40, can't beat that, man.
That's a score.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, and you know what? What else I want to point out, dude? Jeff with the knowledge, bro. Did you catch that? Jeff with the knowledge. He knew what is it that you said? Who created She? I've never even seen that character.
Billy Tucci.
Billy Tucci. Look at Jeff, dude.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, William Tucci cover. Yep.
Dude. Yep. Jeff knows his shit.
Yeah, he likes to be called Billy anyway. I met him a couple of times. That's why.
Look at that, dude. I'm very impressed, Jeff. Look at you, man. That's gorgeous, Javi, man. Very nice.
Well, you got to know, man. If you like all the female characters, all those 90s female characters, you have to know She.
Yeah, that's your niche. That definitely is your niche. Guys, we're talking everything. We're not just talking Silver Age. It's just that's what we started.
That's what we named it. Yeah.
Got to go shopping on Silver Age Sundays.
It seems like there's an echo going on. Oh, that's my YouTube in the background. My bad, guys. Let's take this moment a little bit. Shout out the chat. We got, of course, Hialeah Comic Bro himself, 90 MF Comics. What's up, Yad man? I don't know if you're busy. I sent you the link. Check your email. YouTube is 90. hashtag 90 degrees. Thomas Wayne himself, flashpointing himself into the Conquistadork Comic Book Chat. What's going on, Thomas Wayne? And Marcos, what's going on, Marcos?
What's up, Marcos?
Awesome. What's going on, everybody? Keeping the tradition alive. Silver Age Sunday. I wish we can get Steve up in here, right, as well. But just showing off some books, hanging out with the boys and the Conquistadork Comic Book Chat. Hialeah, you want to show something off?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna show off. I'm gonna start off with some Silver Age. This is from my collection. I'm gonna show a few books off. First one I'm gonna show off is, let me see, right. Daredevil number 8. First Stiltman.
What?
Yeah, buddy.
No way.
Real nice copy, man.
That's
awesome. Super happy with it. It's my lowest Daredevil.
This Stiltman.
Pretty bad.
Stiltman, man.
I know, man. What a ridiculous character, right?
That's a pre-1970s villain right there.
What could this guy do, bro? I'm serious. Look, he could be a peeping Tom. You know, it's like, bro, what can he do, dude? But anyway, he's a classic. Another one I got is this one I love. This one's Nick Fury number 7. It's like a Salvador Dali homage.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is
I didn't
really
even know they did that.
This is Tarenko, actually. This is it's a Salvador Dali homage.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, pretty badass. Then I got this one. Javi, you might like this one. I don't know if you're a fan of, but it's Strange Tales 130. It's the Beatles appearance right here.
No way. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's Meet the Beatles, but they got him looking like the Thing. I don't know why, but it's I couldn't pass it up, man. I got this for $20 a while back. It's just an old Strange Tales, Doctor Strange.
Is that them on the cover?
That's supposed to be them right there, dude.
I guess they're I don't know.
Yeah, when they you know what it is? It's the Beatles. That's not the Beatles. That's Johnny Storm and the Thing as the Beatles. But the Beatles are in the book. That's what it is.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
That's Silver Age, man. That's the 60s.
Yeah,
Beatles were huge.
I think this has some significance, but I think that's what it is. It's the Beatles.
And you picked those up
at
your shop?
At my shop.
Nice, man. That's awesome.
This one, I'll tell a little story about this one. This one I didn't get at a shop. This one, I actually I bought this one drunk on eBay. I was at a Quince's.
Oh boy!
And
you were just on your phone,
on my phone, dude. I probably paid a little bit too much for this. I probably could have got a better copy. But it's the first appearance of Hydra. It's Nick Fury. Let me see. Where's the best? Man, it's just so much glare. There it goes. But I just like this because it's
that's
Nick
awesome,
Fury
man.
and X-Ray.
Oh.
It's pretty badass. Anyway, it's the first. I think it's the first Shield or the first Hydra. So, but this is a drunk eBay buy right there, dude. I've never done it again. I don't think I've been to a Quince's again, but yeah, maybe I paid a little bit too much, but I'm still happy with that. And the last one is this. I got Avengers 48, the first Black Knight.
Wow, yeah, I've seen that cover around, but that's awesome, man.
It's a pretty sweet cover. It's a pretty nice condition too. It has a little yellowing, but for the most part, it's pretty damn straight. And I got this, I think, on sale at some, and not my LCS, but one that's near here.
That's an awesome book right there.
But those are my entries into the first Silver Age Sunday episode, or the second.
Those are some beautiful entries right there. Some great
entries. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm happy with them, man. I'm very picky with the books. I don't buy runs. I like to buy certain covers and certain keys. That's what I look for. That's how I buy.
That's awesome. Yeah. And we have Blasted or Stashed It Comic Show up in the building. That's an awesome channel name. Morning, right? To you as well. Wow. Hialeah coming in with the heat, man.
Yeah.
Silver Age Sunday.
Yeah.
Really
I'll throw
silver
more
age.
next week.
Yeah.
I have a bit.
You have more coming in?
No, actually no, but I'll show the ones I got. You know what? I was looking today on my comic book shop, and
Oh boy.
and there was a couple of books there, some covers, and they were the prices right. So I might do that later on today, and just I'll show them off next week, hopefully.
I picked up some eBay buys as well recently. These were like $1 each, you know, a couple bucks.
Mhm.
They're not any super keys, but they are some Silver Age.
And they're $1. Come on, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I
That's
had
a
to
win.
do was I had to like add $1 and pretty much just pay for shipping. So
Oh,
dude,
nice.
that's gorgeous, bro. Come on.
yeah, some 12-cent covers right here.
What's that
Better
guy?
than the-
What are they called? The chemoid?
Chemoids.
That name is kind of dangerous, bro.
Chemoids.
Just call them the hemorrhoids, you know? It's pretty close. That's beautiful. I like the orange, man.
Yeah, so some Superboy action on the front cover.
It pops.
Yeah. I also picked up this. I don't have a lot of DC Silver Age, so I decided to pick some up. Adventure
Good for you.
Comic.
I don't think I have any, man.
There's a
Dang.
bunch at my shop, man. There's like 2 long boxes full of stuff like that at my shop.
That's a cool cover too. Please stop my funeral.
Right, it's like a doppelganger Supergirl, and she's at this like church funeral thing. It's a really, really cool cover if you like
It is
take a
cool.
look at it, you know.
It is
They
very
have
cool.
Clark Kent over there, you know, with
Yeah.
his glasses and the suit. Poor Supergirl, Jimmy. This is Jimmy Olsen. Poor Supergirl. How tragic that she died so young. No, Jimmy, Clark, I'm alive. They can't feel me, hear me. I don't exist. So that's
No, that is nice, man.
yeah. And this Forever People.
Oh, that's cool.
That is nice. That's Kirby, right?
I believe
Mhm.
this is Kirby.
And that's $1?
Yeah, man. I got this for a steal
Shit.
with
That Forever People was worth it for
Oh.
$1, man.
Oh, and that's Dead Man.
yeah, I
Yeah.
love me some Dead Man. Dead Man
too,
is
man.
a classic character.
Me too. You know what? I do got some DC Silver Age. I'll show you next week. I have a few. I just remember. Yeah, I think I have a Dead Man.
This is number 10, and I actually
Nice.
you know what's I don't know if you guys have DC Universe, the app with all the
Yeah, I
shows
do.
and all the comics. I'm a really big fan of Young Justice. Me and my buddy Marcos, who's over here, we watch Young Justice like whenever a new episode comes out. We're on top of it. Young Justice is awesome. They're throwing in a whole bunch of New God stuff, and I picked up, of course,
That's beautiful book.
the Forever People over here, and I actually picked up a Mr. Miracle book. It's coming in the mail. It's not here yet, but a Mr. Miracle book and another issue of Forever People came
I
along
love
with
that
that.
cover.
So I'll
That's
be
cool.
showing that off for next Silver Age Sunday.
Man, you know what I regret? At the con last week, there was a Mr. Miracle book, and bro, I regret not picking it up. It wasn't even expensive. It was just out of the con last week. I just like, dude, I should have got that book. And I regret it, man. I'm looking for that book now. It's I think it's Mr. Miracle 7 or something like that. But
Which one?
dude, I had it in my hands, man, and I was just looking at it. For some reason, I put it down, and I should have bought it. It wasn't even
Yeah.
expensive. It's not a big book, but I like the cover.
I got a Mr. Miracle number 2, and it has like a tear on the top, but
Mhm.
whatever. I wanted it for reader's copy.
Yeah, dude, it doesn't matter. That doesn't have to be 9.8. Everything you bought, it's
Yeah.
You
But,
just
I
mean, if
you're happy with.
If it's older, man, it's gonna be
Yeah.
hard to find any 9.8s for
Exactly.
cheap.
If you get it at a good price and it presents
Yeah.
well, dude, that's a win to me, man.
Granny Goodness is in it. She makes an appearance in it, and yeah, I can't wait to just have my hands on it. It's gonna be fun.
Let me ask you a question about that Young Justice. That's a live action show?
That's the animated series.
Oh, it's
That's the
animated.
animated.
Yeah.
Okay.
The live action that they have going on right now is Titans, which is coming back in September.
Yep.
Swamp Thing, which is finishing up its run right now. They were going to do 13 episodes, but they had to cut it down to 10 for budget reasons.
And they canceled it, correct?
Yeah, they canceled it. So that's going to be one season. Doom Patrol, which finished like a couple months ago.
Was that
That's
good?
gonna be 2 seasons. Yeah.
Yeah, Doom Patrol was awesome.
Dude, I love the commercials, the ads that they would show. I was like, dude, I don't even like Doom Patrol, and I would see the ads and like, dude, that looks like it's good, man.
I've been picking up a lot of Doom Patrol books because of the show.
Because of the show.
I was a fan of the show. Yeah. There's a character, Flex Mentallo. I don't know if you know Flex Mentallo. And
Grant Morrison's creation.
Grant.
Mentallo.
Yep, Grant Morrison's crazy, weird creation. The whole Doom Patrol run that Grant Morrison did was just off the rails. Outside of the box superhero, stuff. But Flex Mentallo, he's called the Man of Mystery Muscle, right? The man of muscle mystery or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, the man of muscle mystery powers.
And what are his powers?
He flexes.
What, he flexes you into submission and stuff?
He could if he wanted to, but if he flexes the wrong muscle, he can make a whole street orgasm.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
If he flexes his butt, what, a fart pops out and it's just
No, but he's a crazy weird concept of a character. Well, all he has to do is just flex and like all this like
Yeah.
all this goodness just oozes out of him.
He has reality alternating powers with the powers of by flexing his muscles. He can alternate reality.
Dude, that's crazy. Great. I love it.
He can open for you, man. So.
He can open a portal to another dimension.
I forgot all about that too.
He could do what's the dog from the Inhuman? So he has like the Inhuman. What's it? Oh my god, I can't remember his name.
Lockjaw.
Lockjaw.
Yo, what's up?
Here comes
What's up?
Adding to the mightiest panel of them all, we have Y290, Yadman himself. What's going on?
Because you already know YouTube is 90.
Yeah.
Chad, you've been having a football weekend, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, man. My squad played today. We got our first victory away, so 3 points. So
nice.
I'm all about it, man. Yeah, I got to represent my squad real quick. So it's been a lot of fun. Premier League is back.
Awesome. So, I know you were excited.
I got to represent Just Rican and his comics in the chat. What's going on, fam? Glad to have you here.
Should have been at TampaCon.
Yeah, he should have been at TampaCon, man.
Unfortunately, I didn't get the okay from the wife, so
not you, 90. I'm talking about Rican. Rican should have been
Rican?
there.
Oh,
yeah, man. Rican, you should have been there, dude. We could all hang out. Perry too.
Javi's got tea?
Yeah.
Man, I gotta go get some tea.
Yeah, I do have some tea, man. Blasted or Stash It Comic Show had a great copy of Mr. Miracle #2 for cheap. He traded it for some Batman U52 books. Oh man, that's killer. Oh. Hey, but at least now you have some Batman U52 books. So you gotta look at the bright side.
Dude, and he got it for 50 cents. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. Talking about some Silver Age Sunday, keeping the tradition alive. I know you were there for the inauguration meeting of the boys when we all met at SuperCon.
Yes. Oh, well,
MegaCon. Excuse me.
MegaCon was the original Silver Age Sundays.
The inaugural meeting was at MegaCon. You're right. Excuse me.
And I guess,
we've done 3. Whoa, with Jeff too. We've done 3 cons already. That's
Yeah, we've done
awesome,
3.
dude.
Myself, I've done 4.
No, I mean
I've done
us
4.
together.
Yeah,
You're a con beast, bro.
Yeah.
And that first Silver Age Sunday, I guess we'll just show it off in honor of Silver Age Sundays. Got that Hulk 102, man. Double cover, 8.0. This was probably the book of that Silver Age Sunday. So
that's my best memory from that day, dude. Being on your left and Steve on no, I was on your right and Steve on your left.
It was just a lot of fun to hunt and track this down with my homies.
That was so much fun, bro.
This is what kicked off Silver Age Sundays, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, that's what started it all.
I was so happy, dude. That was insane.
And then the next one at SuperCon, I did pick up a Silver Age book as well. Silver Age appearance of the Penguin.
That right there is money.
Was it Crazy Mike or Crazy Steve or something like that?
Crazy Ed.
Crazy Ed, that's what it was.
This is a beautiful book. Definitely needs a cleaning and a press. It's a lower grade, but definitely just super.
Still though, man, that book is amazing.
Add it to the collection, man. That dragon. I get a little closer to look at that so you guys can see that, man. Since we're talking Silver Age.
That's the first appearance of Silver Age Penguin. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a ton of Silver Age books, but I got a few, and the few that I do, they're bangers.
I'm the same. I don't have a ton of Silver Age, man, but I'm happy with what I got.
But if I could save those for other Sundays,
for sure,
or episodes down the line. But if you guys need another one, I'm staring at another one too. If you want to see one, but
show it.
All right. Well, I guess another Silver Age book that you got to just have in the collection.
Oh yeah. That's one of the kickers right there.
Yeah, all right, man. It's up here number 1, and I got this for a steal of a price. I mean, it's a low grade copy, but
Chad, where did you get that one again?
I got that at Secret Society Comics.
Secret Society, okay, yeah.
Fort Lauderdale. Check them out.
Awesome cover right there.
Yeah, right. And then I even got one of the other ones that this leads into, so we can show that off another time. But yeah, man, Silver Age Sundays kicked off that first MegaCon that we all met up at. Steve, Jeff, Hialeah, Javi, myself, and we came across some deals. We came across some books that weren't Silver Age that were deals, but it was just we were hunting Silver Age books for the most part. So that's why we deemed it Silver Age Sundays. And I like how it's become like a show now.
Yeah, I think it was perfect, man. Javi, it's perfect, man. Javi.
Yeah, man, got to keep the tradition going, man. I think you showed off a Avengers book, Hialeah, earlier. Is that the earliest Avenger book you have, or do you have any more like?
Yeah, this is the. This is the earliest one I have. I'm not a big Avengers guy. I don't have too many.
What issue is that again?
This is my earliest one.
40 what?
48.
48, nice.
Yeah, I don't have too many Avengers, but
this was at MegaCon, one of those MegaCon purchases. This is my earliest Avenger.
What number is that?
31.
Damn. Javi, we were in a chat together this week, and dude, you got 2,000 books.
I got about 2,000 books. Yeah.
Damn, dude, I was surprised when you put that in the chat. I didn't think you had that many books.
I mean, just behind me, like
I'm around there too. Like maybe 1,000, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't even want to try to guess.
Yeah.
What's up, Metarog? What's going on? Thanks for joining.
Hey, what's up, Roger? Thanks for coming by. Silver Age Sunday.
I gotta ask Thomas Wayne something if he's still here. I don't know if he was talking about Young Justice or not. He didn't like it. Yeah, but he said it's crap.
Yeah. Oh wow.
But I don't know, man. Just give me your opinions. What you think about Young Justice? Let us know your reasonings. I like the show. I do know. I saw that you mentioned that Doom Patrol was awesome, but of course it's kind of weird. But Doom Patrol is awesome for sure. As I go off on a tangent with the chat, Yeah, Avengers number 31, my earliest book. And yeah, about 2,000 comics. I have about like 9 long boxes and about 9 short boxes.
Dude, I'm impressed, man.
Mine's are all short boxes, so I probably got around either where Hobby's at or either lower. But I know I'm probably right where Hobby's at.
Yeah, I have the full Jonathan Hickman Avengers run, the full Jonathan Hickman New Avengers run. That takes a lot of space in my collection. I have the full Avengers run before that. I have a lot of like complete new Avengers was my favorite thing, so I have like a lot of complete full runs of Avengers. I have a lot of Thor, a lot of Captain America. Most of my collection is Marvel.
Mine too.
I have about like 7 long boxes of Marvel that I've tried to keep organized in alphabetical order. I got up to about TUV. I got about to like Ultimates, and then right as I got to like X-Men, I kind of like stopped organizing, and then all my X-Men stuff is like not organized at all. It's all over the place. And then the DC stuff is just like all the newer stuff. A lot of my short boxes, all my short boxes is pretty much all my newer modern collection. And that's all the new DC stuff, Rebirth. We went pretty crazy, Chad and I, when Rebirth came out.
Yeah, I got a lot of Rebirth. I got a lot of Rebirth.
Wow.
You sound like you're saying that with regret.
I mean,
I'm a bit.
Yes and no. I mean, at the time at the LCS I was going to, I was getting a awesome subscriber discount, so I was able to leave there with a lot of books, and books that you can say I necessarily didn't care about, because I was just able to like, oh damn, well, I mean, my total's only this. I was expecting to pay this, so let me just like make, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I mean, also at that time, that's when I was making that transition between reading trade paperbacks and hopping into like, all right, I'm gonna start collecting single issues and become like a comic book collector. Because at that time I was just more or less reading and doing more, paperback reading and stuff like that. So once Rebirth came out, because it was like a brand new slate, Jeff Johns was killing it coming out of that New 52 Justice League run and all that. I was like, all right, cool. So like if I'm going to jump on, I'm going to jump on here. I'm going to read everything, try to figure out what is, the titles I want to read. And during that time, DC, they cut back on titles, but then they were bringing some titles back during Rebirth as well. So, everyone was like super intrigued to see where he was taking Manhattan, because it was teased in the Rebirth issue and whatnot. So
yeah,
we did.
Yeah, we were all pretty hyped about Manhattan and where the button was
We
going.
still don't know about Manhattan. Still, for
like
sure.
all I can remember is seeing like the Cyborg issue Rebirth come up and just being like, am I gonna really be on Cyborg for the whole for the whole Rebirth run? Am I really gonna be on? I mean, Harley Quinn is still doing hot.
That's not a surprise.
Flash was one of the books that I jumped on, and I got up to issue like like the teens, early
Same.
20s, and then I dropped Flash because it wasn't just my, I wasn't really digging it. But yeah, a lot of those Rebirth runs, you were excited to see what was going to happen with this like whole reboot
of the DC universe.
And even Batman was kind of a little disappointing.
That first arc was terrible. I felt like it didn't get good until about I Am Bane, and I feel like from I Am Bane to about War of Jokes and Riddles. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah,
storyline. I think that was the best part of Tom King's Batman run, and you're only talking about maybe 15 issues.
He's only good for a 12 arc anyways, man. And whenever he goes longer than 12 arcs, it's kind of hard for him, it looks like.
Yeah. So Yeah, man, I wasn't on Batman at first. I wasn't. I started to come more around towards the I Am Bane thing when Bane seemed to be like pulling strings in Arkham and stuff like that. And then Tom King lost me. And I also feel since DC has brought in Bendis over, like the pendulum switched. You know, because I think at that time,
Superman.
you know, Marvel was struggling. You know, you had Civil War 2 and everything like that.
Yeah.
Everything seemed to be very kid-like and cartoony oriented, you know, and
nothing new was really coming out, or like nothing new that was coming out was really sticking.
And you know, and challenging, you can say, the mature reader, you know, putting, you know, us into like the books. So I feel like since Bendis made that jump from DC or from Marvel to DC, that's when you saw this pendulum swing, because at that time DC had, I feel like, all the stories and it was very the way to go. And then Bendis made that jump, switched things up at DC. And then that's when Marvel started to take this, like, all right, Cates is writing this. Go ahead, go do whatever you want. You know, I mean, Aaron was always on Thor, so you didn't have to really worry about that. That was probably their go-to title at that time. I think that was probably the most solid title that you could like depend on from Marvel. But also, you know, Charles Soule's Daredevil run was okay. I mean, I don't know. During that time, you know what, Marvel, their Star Wars stuff. That's where all their heavy hitters were, because you had Vader coming out and all that. So, and Jason Aaron was writing Star Wars. So,
I mean, superheroes books at all. I was reading all Independence.
Indies, right? You're the
when Hangin came up with the Cosmic Ghost Rider, and that I jumped on, I got on, and dude, I was blown away with that. And I've been reading. I'm back to reading superhero books again, because I was just reading Image.
Yeah, Image is pulling out some good stuff for sure. You know,
Marvel now is they're coming up with great stuff. I feel bad for some people that don't buy the newer books, because man, they're missing out on some good stuff, man. There's some great stories coming out,
especially right now. I agree.
Yeah, I agree. There's so many good books. Like, I want to trim my my pull list, and I just can't, because it's like I don't want to miss reading some.
All want to do that, man. None of us can. We all want to do that.
Man. Oh, talking about indies, Jeff, you wanted to bring up one of the indie books that came out recently. I don't know if anybody else picked it up.
You mean Dark Ages?
That's right, Dark Ages. Do you know the creative team? Do you know if they've done anything recently, or?
I don't think so. I think this is the only thing that I know of. The only thing they've started. And the free comic book day one actually was sold out, or whatever. It was the free comic book they got. Like, everybody scooped it up real quick too.
Yeah, so I didn't even know that they had a free comic book day one.
Yeah, my shop. That only reason I even knew. My shop had saved me a copy. That's the only reason I even knew they had a free comic book day copy at all.
What's it called? So, you had a good description of the book.
Oh yeah, Walking Dead and Medieval Walking Dead. That's what it felt like to me. So
yeah, Medieval Walking Dead for sure.
Yeah,
definitely survival based. This family has to fend for themselves after a post-apocalyptic event happened. Like, pretty much all the metal in the world had vanished, so they have to like revert back to primal tools, and you know, not to get too deep into it, but definitely survival of the fittest. You have to watch your back, whoever you come across, and they come across some nasty people, and yeah, it's pretty exciting where the next couple issues are going to go.
Pretty much, yeah.
I was really digging this. I know a lot of people were digging Berserker Unbound, but Dark Ages was my pick for me for sure.
I was digging all three books. Absolute Carnage this week, Berserker Unbound, and Dark Ages. Those were my three for this week that I really liked.
Which one was the first one?
Absolute Carnage.
Absolute Carnage.
Yeah, I was huge on that. I know
I
that a lot
enjoyed
of
it.
people loved, House of X too, and I don't get me wrong, I thought it was good, but I don't have that connection with that character, so it
Exactly.
definitely did not resonate with me. Absolutely Carnage, though, woo! That was my book. I'm sorry, Raul, I'm not trying to disappoint you.
No, Chad.
I felt like Absolute Carnage was
No,
money.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolute Carnage was great, but I
Yeah.
totally understand what you're saying. I think the House of X, for an old time reader of X-Men,
It's much better, right?
it's
Much
just
better,
mind blowing. It's just so good.
I mean, it was
That's the
good,
difference.
but
And that's why I'm not super disappointed why I haven't picked up Powers of 10 #1 and House of X #2. It wasn't on my pull list. I kind of slacked off a little bit. And I'm not like super upset about it because I'm not I love X-Men for sure, but I was never really onto them like that. I never really read a lot of their books, and I feel like that once the hype dies down a little bit, then it might interest me a little bit more to
The
pick
thing is, I think Chad nailed it. For an old time reader of X-Men, like Claremont from starting from '94 up,
right.
it's House of X2. I'm telling you, I'm still super high on it. It's the best thing one of the best books I've ever read. I was telling my wife about it. I was reading that book and it felt like I was watching a movie instead of a comic book. It was just mind blowing, but I could see where it wouldn't be like that to everybody. It's just I have the history with that character. But likewise, Absolute Carnage, I read that, and dude, that was excellent. I thought the art was the best that Stegman's done. That book was gorgeous.
And I guess I might have more of that. I have more of a connection right now to what's happening with Absolute Carnage, Johnny
For sure.
Spider-Man, and all that type of stuff. But don't want to discredit House of X issue #2. It was still great. It was one of my favorite reads from last week. And since everyone's showing their Absolute Carnage variant, I'm going to show my.
Come on, guys.
I got my Del Auto. I got my Del Auto 1 in 25, man. I was so happy.
I expected you to pick up the Donnie cover, man.
I wanted to. It's on Midtown. I don't know if it's still up there. I should. I should try to cop one. I slacked on that. I was just. It's hard now because I'm working on Wednesdays now. Before I was taking Wednesdays off, and now it's really hard to.
Yeah, man, you gotta get back on that Wednesdays, dude. We gotta go hunting, bro. I missed it.
Yeah, but we can go on Tuesday when I'm off.
All right, let's do it. We gotta do it.
Absolute Carnage was long. I don't know.
It was great. I thought Absolute Carnage was great.
I know
people are complaining about $7.99, but it's 2 comics in one. Get over it.
And it only had 6 ads in it.
It had no ads. There was no ads.
Bro,
it could be 3. It could be 3 comics, 3.5 comics.
Bro,
maybe.
it's seriously worth every dollar. Especially if you love anything that has to do with Spider-Man. I think if you're a Spider-Man fan, you need to be reading.
My favorite part was definitely the Maker part.
That was my favorite part too.
That's a badass character.
He was already prepared.
Yeah. I built it 35 days ago.
She's like, what? He's like, well, didn't you say we're gonna need something like this? He's like, well, it's just so good, bro.
You see how you feel about that? That's how I felt in the X-Men with the Destiny cover, with the Destiny character.
Yeah.
What transpired with her?
Yeah.
Dude, that was gangster. That's how I felt. Like you feel like that. That's how I felt with that. And I just want to say something. Metarog right here put. Now you are intriguing me. The old time reader, Metarog. Just get House of X issue #2. You really don't have to know. It's a perfect comic book, man. If you could get your hands on a copy of that, dude, you will be. It's amazing.
You'll be satisfied for sure.
Yeah.
Even if you read it as a standalone, it's a good story for sure.
It's just a great issue. You really could just read that issue and it's like you don't need to know too much other stuff that's going on pretty much.
No, my favorite part about Absolute Carnage was definitely the end. I think the whole build up throughout the whole issue, and it was just still just setting things up. But I think the end, that last finale of the book, is the best part of the book.
To me,
I love
Spider-Man. Spider-Man was awesome.
Yeah, the whole prison scene.
Yeah. And it was definitely building up for that whole kind of last kind of panel action sequence fight. Definitely very it's very like pinnacle, you know, it's very like now things are gonna go down.
Oh,
know?
for
Yeah.
sure. And then
It's gonna hit the wall.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, okay, consequences are now gonna happen because of what just happened.
the other thing that I love too about it was, you know, we haven't seen Donny Cates write Spider-Man since he had that little appearance in his Doctor Strange run. And I think he just captures that, you know, the intensity and that, I don't know, that just the animosity that Spider-Man and Brock have for each other, not just as Venom and Spider-Man, but also as Peter and Eddie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think that whole diner scene, you know,
Oh,
is just
yeah.
on just on point. So this is just great reading, man. Just once again though, and everyone knows this, I'm a Donny Cates fangirl, so you know, super biased there.
You're not the only one, man. I am too. You're not the only
We
one.
all are, man. We all love him.
Yeah.
Dude.
Are you picking up Carnage versus Deadpool?
I might
Carnage
be.
versus Deadpool.
Who's writing that? Do you know?
I think it's Cullen Bunn. I'm not 100%
Bunn's
sure. Though.
really good. Bunn's very good.
I might
man.
be wrong. I don't know. I can look it up though.
Bunn's actually. I
No, I
don't know
thought
if
he was
I've
writing
read
the Scream title.
Maybe.
Cullen Bunn writes so many books, man.
Man, Cullen Bunn's a great writer.
He is,
He should write so many.
but he's prolific, man. He's on the indies because he does.
He did a Vampire run.
Frank Thierry.
Okay.
Frank Thierry. He's doing it. Let's see what he also wrote. He wrote some Harley Quinn. He wrote Old Lady Harley. Punisher Noir. So yeah.
Okay.
What I'm excited for is that Deceased tie-in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The case of the like the Wayne files or whatever.
that's the one that you showed the variant the other day, right?
That's the one I'm excited for. Yeah.
What is it? The Conjuring variant.
Yeah, the Conjuring variant. Yeah.
When does that come out?
Probably it's sometime in
October,
the future. Yeah, so I think October. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
October, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Severed Heads from Joe Hill from
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
yeah.
That's,
All of Joe. That's Stephen King's son. Joe Hill,
Yep.
Stephen King's son. So
Stephen King's son. Yep.
What is that? DC?
yeah, DC.
He's having
They
his
gave him
own,
a whole label by himself.
his own publishing label, and he's doing a whole bunch of like horror books that are coming out under that.
Black label.
Severed
and it's
Heads.
under Severed Head. I think Severed Heads or Severed something like that.
Yeah.
Or Heads in Basket or something like that. Severed Head in Basket.
In a duffel bag. Movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 heads in a bag or something. It was Joe Pesci.
Yeah,
Doesn't Marco have a question for us?
Oh yeah. I should have asked this earlier in the show. We were my buddy Marcos is over. He was hanging out in the chat for a little bit. He had a question for the mightiest panel of them all, and also everybody hanging out in the Conquistadork Comic Book Chat. If you could choose, would you rather be a mutant from the Marvel mythos or a metahuman from the DC universe? Which would you rather have? You can take some time to think about it as I show off some more Silver Age. I think this might be a Bronze Age. This is a 25-cent book, so
Yeah.
some Sandman that I've
still
had.
good stuff.
Yeah, it's not bagged and boarded. I need a TLC this comic book.
That's a nice cover too. What issue is that?
This is Sandman number 5.
That's Jack Kirby too.
Yeah, Jack Kirby. Nice little imprint on there. Master of
trying-
Nightmares. This is Jack Kirby original.
Are we trying to show off more Silver Age stuff?
Oh yeah.
No? All right.
I think this might be. This is Justice League of America. 80-page giant. I think this is Silver Age.
I think it's already bronze.
Because it's 25 cents, but I know it's an 80
because it's a giant book, right?
it's an 80-pager.
It might be.
DC, Thomas Wayne says DC. Thomas Wayne, let us know what metahuman powers you would like to have. Super strength, flight, speed.
All right.
All of them will be nice.
I'm Marvel, man.
Or a combination. Yeah, combination.
I'm Marvel. I'm going with a mutant. I don't care. Give me any.
Yeah, I would probably go mutant.
19,
I'm gonna show some DC love because Javi's showing some DC Silver Age right now, and I'm gonna show you guys my New Gods issue number 1.
Whoa!
Oh damn, man! When did you get that?
I've had this for a little bit.
Nice. Very nice.
Mhm.
That's
Jack
what's
Kirby
popping.
goodness.
Yep.
Yeah, man, we're Jack Kirby brothers, bro.
That book is popping, Chad, ain't it?
I think so a little bit. This is a beautiful cover. I got this
beautiful.
book very cheap, man. I actually got this book for like $30, I want to say. And
That's
insane.
And I mean, the Mylar makes it looks beautiful, but it actually is a nice copy. But it's got like the smallest hole on the back cover, and that's the reason why. But it presents super awesome, regardless.
Dude, that's nice, man.
This one over here, the bottom staple is coming off the
Thanks,
front.
Metarock. I try. I like to think I can compete. I know. Big Shaq called me out one time. He's like, "Man, you got to show more of your bangers."
Yo, Fourth World is insane. That whole universe that Jack Kirby created for DC, throwing in the New Gods, throwing in the Mother Box, Father Box technology, insane. Insane. And then how everybody has like expanded on it, the source wall, just crazy stuff for sure. I love that cosmic part of DC.
Well, I wanted to show off the artwork I got on the Sunday from Buzz.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you guys.
This is from Tampa Bay Comic Con, right?
Yeah, man.
Yep. If it wasn't for Chad convincing Steve to go,
Yeah, I was like on my way to soccer, so I called up Steve. I'm like, "Are you going?" He goes like, "Yeah, I don't think so." I was like, "Bro, it's Silver Age Sundays. You got to keep it alive, even if it's just you, Steve."
Yeah, man. And did you have to buy another ticket, or did you have a 2-day, 3-day pass?
We had a 3-day pass. It was $60 for 3 days compared to MegaCon was Saturday was $70. So I had to go with 3 days.
Yeah. I get you. Show that off one more time. The Buzz.
And he didn't ask him. Tell him the story, Jeff. You didn't ask him to do that, man. He was just gonna sign it.
Yeah, I didn't ask him to do it. I asked him to sign it. He was telling me the story behind it, like why he isn't in the book in the first place is because the publisher and him don't get along and they don't like each other, and that's why he isn't in this book. But so now he's in my book. So pretty much mine's the only book that has Buzz's artwork in it.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That is so cool. He did that for you, man.
Yeah, I honestly thought he was gonna charge me, so he didn't charge. And this made my con, man, because
shit,
a headshot from him is like $50.
That is awesome, dude. That's but you know what? When you saw him at SuperCon, the guy knows you, man.
Yeah.
You see him him so many times.
I seen him like for every con, almost every con we went to, I've seen him at least once.
It's nice.
Yeah. Like I said, if it wasn't for 90 convincing Steve to go, I wouldn't have got that.
That's awesome.
I wish Steve was in the chat so we can shout him out, but we do have some more awesome people hopping in the chat. Bubs Comics, what is going on? We also got Super Russ 9000. And if you guys didn't check out Bubs Comics on What's Your Grail, definitely go check that out.
Great show.
Yeah,
that was an awesome job.
That was
Bubs,
great.
I see that you would want to be a speedster. Would you want to be a mutant speedster, or would you want to be a metahuman speedster?
Metarock said he's got to go
omniscience. I saw that, man. Omniscience for my power. You can do almost anything.
That's cheating.
With knowledge of all.
That's
not cheating, bro. That reminds me of the leader for sure.
That's cheating.
Metron. He's Metron.
Metarog mentioned that the mutants are always in trouble with Marvel, so he's got to go meta at DC.
Yep. I think the chat, the Conquistador Comic Book Chat, is leaning towards the DC meta human powers, but I think the mightiest panel of them all
is going mutants.
I think
right?
they're going mutants,
I'm going
right?
mutants for sure. Definitely, man. Like, okay. I mean, as a kid growing up, I might not have read the X-Men like that, like all that early stuff. I mean, I had X-Men 90s Claremont, and I had X-Men animated series. So of course, that's my love for where the X-Men comes from, you know. So I mean, Javi Wolverine, like he knows it, I know it. I mean, he's up on my wall over here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so like healing factor,
dude, they're all cool, man.
Senses, and just like badassery for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Even the Morlocks are cool, man. I love the Morlocks too. It's like I love the mutants, man.
Yo, but I like the division. The chat going one way and the panel another. That's awesome. You know?
And some great answers. Thomas Wayne coming in with the super strength, classic power. He can live in a realistic world and still be a badass character for sure. That's, you know. Super Russ, we were talking about if you would rather be a DC metahuman with metahuman powers or a mutant with mutant powers in the Marvel universe. If anybody wants to show off any more Silver Age stuff as we close off the show.
I mean, I have more, but I think I should save them for
the
shows down the road, Javi. I don't have that much Silver Age because
I'll take mine too.
You know, well, I showed you guys like 4 already, so you know I gotta hold out.
I don't got Silver
or
Age,
anything modern age, Bronze Age, anything you might want to show off, and then
me and Javi are cover brothers now. So with that Conan.
Yeah, with that Conan.
You know what I could show off real quick because I have yet to show this off as I knock my mic off real quick. I did receive like an a.k.a. from Steve Whiting. That
another one.
Well, this is the one that I haven't really been able to show it off. All right. So Steve sent Javi down with books because they all went to TampaCon, and I wasn't able to go. So Steve,
did you hear about how you got that Thor though?
Yeah, no, I heard the story about the Thor, but this is awesome, man. Because you know this Thor runs hot right now, and I actually only own the death of Thor, like from that run. So it's cool to have part of that. So
you should hear this. Me and Steve are looking for it on Friday for you, and then I come home. I go, wait a minute. I remember seeing a Thor book in my AOK from Big Will, and I went looking in there, opened the book. I'm like, damn it, this is what the book chat's looking for.
Yeah.
So I closed it up. Put it in the box.
This is the book here, Thor, issue number 2 of the Jane Foster run. So this was actually given to me from Jeff that sent with my package down south. And then shout out to Steve. I'm not sure if he's in here, but you know, he knows me all too well. Like he just all right. He's like Star Wars and Turtles. I got you, Chad. So this is like the 5th printing of Star Wars number 1. I have like 3 copies of this already, so I'm sure I'll be giving this away on a show. So stay tuned if you're not subbed up to the 90MF Comics channel. I'm actually close to 500. I'm gonna do that 500 subscriber giveaway, man. I got some gifts that were donated to me to do for this thing. So once we get to 500, you definitely best believe things are being given away. So get over to 90MF Comics and sub me up. But shout out to Steve for the 5th print, Star Wars. We also got Image issue number 3 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 3. Definitely don't have anything from the Image run. So cool to add that to my collection. Shout out to Steve. Issue 66 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle run. Issue 65, which is like holiday special they had going on here. And then last but not least, issue 45, the Eastman variant. This is just right after the death of Donatello because he died in issue 44, but this Eastman variant with Casey Jones. But the coolest thing that Steve sent me, man, which is crazy. Supposedly, this is the first thing he gave Javi when he saw him at TampaCon was and said, "Hey, give this to 90." and it's a signed Cosmic Ghost Rider #1 by Donny Cates, 1 in 50 Mark Brooks variant. So thank you, Steve, for this amazing a.k.a. brother. I appreciate it. You know how much I love me some Donny Cates, how much I love me Cosmic Ghost Rider, and this is a beautiful cover. So thank you, sir. I much appreciate that. So
Stone Cold Steve.
yeah, Stone Cold Steve. I got stunnered with all of it. So, Javi, thank you for letting me show those off real quick. I just have not been able to do that, man. So
Of course,
Super cool.
of course. And in the tradition of Silver Age Sunday, close off the show with some Silver Age stuff in my collection. This is a reprint. This is a reprint of first appearance of Swamp Thing, Silver Age Classics, The House of Secrets.
That's a classic book, bro.
Yeah,
That book's already up there. It's in the stratosphere.
I know, but at least I have a reprint.
Oh, that's sick. God bless you, bro. That's more than I got.
Here's the
for me. Oh yeah, the cover.
yeah. We're Conan Cover Brothers, me and Jeff. This is the one that we got signed for.
Let me go get mine real quick.
I'll go one more. Okay.
man, you're gonna make me show one more Silver Age book.
I'll go another Stone Cold Steve Stunner, which he gave me at the con too. Is the Silver Age Thor 154. Super cool. Was not expecting this, man, but Steve.
Oh yeah, Steve.
Steve's just a man, dude.
Yeah, he is.
So super happy with that. Goes with the Silver Age. So
Yeah, Steve.
classic.
See, so,
Oh
Me and
yeah,
your
look
cover
at you guys, brothers.
yeah, Cover Brothers.
Cover Brothers, that's right. This is the
Pablo
classic.
Marcos.
Mhm.
Yep, what he's known for, Pablo Marcos is known for, is this cover here. So, and then I got the other Pablo Marcos stuff. You guys all know.
Oh, that's the one you got signed. Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, signed on
Super nice.
the moon and inside.
Yeah.
They did the
That
Vaporub.
gentleman was what a gentleman that guy was. What was his name?
Yeah.
Pablo.
Pablo
Marcos.
Marcos.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Vaporubs he did the insides of.
All right, you guys convinced me. I'll show one more Silver Age book. Just
Hey, I
one.
just want to make a comment real quick, if you don't mind.
Go for it, man.
You brought up Bud being on What's Your Grail, and I just want to bring up one book that he showed was the first Mr. Ed from like 1938 or something. Bud, if you're still watching, dude, that book just blew my mind. I don't know how you got your hands on that, but that was amazing when you showed that. I was a little nervous when you were showing that a book from 1939 and you didn't have or 38 or 37 without gloves. I was like, oh my God, bare hands. I was dying at home, dude. It's like, oh my God, like amazing book. But I just wanted to point that out real quick, man. I was blown away.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, for sure. That's some vintage.
Definitely go check out that episode.
material.
Of What's Your Grail?
Great episode, man. Great episode.
So, and he thanked me earlier. Don't thank me, sir. Thank you, because you were on that show and you provided us with a great episode, man. So thank
Great
you.
episode.
All right, so my last Silver Age book, since I showed my other Hulk cover.
Wait, it's just you. Anybody else have anything to show off? We can show off. Maybe we can do this,
I got one
show off
more.
something
Yeah, I
all
got
at the
it.
same time.
I got it right here.
We'll show it off all at the same time, and
All right.
then
I got it.
if there's anything you guys want to plug before we hit end broadcast, thank you so much everybody in the chat for hanging out. The Conquistadork
Thank you.
Comic Book Chat, Bubs Comics, Metarog, Thomas Wayne was in here, Super Russ 9000, 90 MF Comics, of course, Hialeah Comic Bro, of course. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Just a Recon Comics, Marcos Corpus, Blasted or Stash It Comic Show. We'll be doing this, keeping the tradition alive every Sunday, Silver Age Sunday. Be
All
here.
right. I can take it away, Javi.
Take it away. And if anybody would like to plug anything, Y290.
I'll be quick. I'm probably gonna put up a video tomorrow. I might go live. Show off some books I want to send to CGC and maybe a new comic book day show. I just gotta stop being lazy and put something out. That's about it.
Sweet.
Jeff?
Nah,
Cantonese
not
Comic
really.
Wednesdays.
Cantonese, man. They're Cantonese.
Yeah. Cantonese Comic Wednesdays, every Wednesday at 1 p.m. EST. that's mostly it so far.
Do you want to show? You want to teach us one word real quick?
One word?
Literature.
Nehoma. Nehoma.
What's that?
How are you doing?
Nice.
How do you say it again?
Neoma.
Nehoma.
Naoma.
Neoma.
Naoma.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. Well, I guess before I show you my last Silver Age book, everyone wants to make sure they're subbed up to the 90MF Comics channel because tonight we got the Sunday night slab down. We have Papa
Drumroll.
Runk versus Mr. G. That's right. We have D-Run Comics versus Mr. Garrel in floating head covers. So you want to make sure you're subbed up to the 90MF Comics channel because you're going to find out who will be going on to the second round of the slab down tournament as Comic Head 84 and myself are bringing you the action with a very special guest who I'm not going to tell you. So if you want to know who is coming in as the third mic on the commentary, you got to be in the show tonight, 7 o'clock, 90MF Comics. I slipped up on my promo there. My bad. But that being said, so as I showed off my Hulk 102 earlier from the first Silver Age Sunday, which is also the Hunt Championship book that I have. Not only did I win the Hunt that night with this book, I also won the Hunt with this other Silver Age book, which is my Incredible Hulk 105.
Woo!
I wanted to go ahead and show this off last on my Silver Age Sunday, but super, super awesome stuff because both of these are championship books right here. That's right.
Very nice.
Love it, hate it, but you got to respect it. Y290 is one of the best in the game because you is 90. And I'm coming back after my cover championship, the tone. We all know that's a tainted championship. We all know it's a tainted championship, baby, because we all know who the true cover champion is.
Jeff, what you got for us?
Nothing much. Just this last Vampirella that I got signed by Pablo Marcos.
Woo!
Damn.
Right on the right. It was funny because he asked me where he wanted to sign it.
Right on the flesh.
And, yeah. He goes, you want me to sign it on the leg? Yeah.
Killing it.
Hialeah, what you got?
I got Submariner number 7.
Yeah. That classic New York City cover. Nice, man. Great stuff. And I'll be showing off my Superman number 175.
Very nice.
Classic Silver Age, 12-cent DC goodness. A great imaginary novel featuring Lex Luthor Kent as Clark Kent's brother. You know,
stories, bro.
You know, Silver Age goes hard, goes crazy with these awesome stories. I would like to thank the mightiest panel of them all, Hialeah Comic Bro. Thank you so much. Jeff Comic 813. Thank you so much. And Y290. YouTube is 90. Go check out the slab down tonight. Sunday slab down. That's where it's at. I'd like to thank everybody in the Conquistadork Comic Book Chat for hanging out.
So Vampies.
Stay tuned for any new material on the Conquistadork channel and check us out next Sunday for Silver Age Sunday.
Take care, people.
We'll see you next week, Silver Age.
Thank you for hanging out with the Conquistadorks.
Thank
Peace.
you.
YouTube is 90.